Stand by for manual transmission in 3, 2, 1.
Karen, are you getting this?
Yes, Manus. I'm recording. You should be careful. This guy has an elite combat ranking and a highly engineered ship.
Yeah, that'll just make my victory all the more impressive.
That doesn't seem likely.
We seem to have lost the canopy.
Dun 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 dun. 07 Commanders, Nuggets, and Empty Triangles. Manus Dextra here. I can't believe he's blood. His mother must have been cheating on me. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to talk about what Manus Jr., Mando, if you nasty, did to get his ass handed to him. We'll also cover the proper way to withdraw from combat and how to fly to a station with a broken canopy before running out of emergency air. Check the description for Coriolis links to the ships seen in this video, and while you're there, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Elite Dangerous content. It only takes a moment, but it really helps out. Paternity tests ain't cheap. So this encounter took place within a conflict zone during a recent community goal. This is a great place to do PvP since any ship aligned with the opposing force is fair game, and attacking another player's ship won't result in a bounty or notoriety here. Mando's FDL is fully engineered, but it's built for doing assassination missions and PvE bounty hunting. It's definitely capable of fending off low-skilled gankers and holding its own in more casual PvP encounters. The problem here is that this isn't a casual PvP encounter. This guy is an experienced PvP combat pilot in an FDL that has been designed specifically for PvP combat. If you compare a typical meta FDL build to my all-frag build, you might think my build is better since it has almost 10 times as much DPS in theory. The problem is that this assumes all those fragments will hit their target, among other things, and this almost never happens, especially when shooting at a player-piloted ship. Mando is landing shots, but not enough. And as you can see, the other guy is using heavy shields and shield cell banks to regenerate in between jousts. Mando's own shields are much thinner and regenerate fairly quickly without using shield cell banks. This works great for PvE encounters, which tend to be brief. However, during PvP encounters, which tend to take much longer, thicker shields and SCBs provide better, longer-lasting protection, at least until the shield cells run out. Typical PvP weapons, plasma accelerators and railguns have a pretty high skill cap, but if you can manage to develop a proficiency with them, they're great for breaking shields and sniping modules. I'm pretty sure the broken canopy was mostly just bad luck, since they can't be targeted specifically, but it does demonstrate just how effective railguns can be for damaging modules. This is the first time I've ever had a broken canopy in a Fer-de-Lance. Once the canopy's blown out, there's really no point in sticking around. The best way to bug out in a similar situation is to just keep boosting and heading away from your opponent after a joust. If you have engineered thrusters, there's almost no chance an opponent will be able to catch you before you have time to spool up your FSD and escape. Unless you do what Mando does here. Instead of high-waking, that is, jumping to another star system, Mando simply enters Super Cruise. This is bad because if you remain in the same system, it's easy for your opponent to reacquire and interdict you again. However, if you jump to another star system, it will be much harder for an opponent to track you. Even if he has a wake scanner, it's easy to evade pursuit with jumps to multiple star systems in rapid succession. Now, as you might have noticed, your ship's canopy doesn't just keep that sweet life-sustaining atmo from boiling off into space. It also provides a place to project your heads-up display. Without this, it's a bit harder to navigate, but not impossible. Using your instruments, it's easy to stay on course and track distance to target so you know when to drop out of Super Cruise. Then it should be a simple matter to request docking and get through the mail slot before you asphyxiate.
Requesting landing platform, preferably close to a bar.
Landing authorized. Vectoring for approach to landing pad 2-2. Cabin pressure alert.
Landing gear deployed.
So, I think that'll do it for this episode. From my next Elite Dangerous video, we'll reinstall Odyssey and see if the new combat SRV is any fun. But until then,
You will now be released from manual control. Mr. Dextra thanks you for your cooperation. now be released from manual control. Mr. Dextra thanks you for your cooperation.